Do you updo? Surface updos. Welcome to Surface. My name is Dawn McKee. Today we're going to share 3 fast and easy updos with multiple techniques that you can adapt with endless design. This is Danielle, our first model. We're going to work with the braided roll. We prepped Danielle's hair today with Reflect Gel and Bliss Smoothing Cream and then lightly pressed over top. The first product that I'm going to be working with today is Surface Push Powder. The push powder is going to give me a Velcro within the hair. So I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of that push powder in through the scalp area. This is going to allow the pins to really stay for me so that they don't slide around. And then always when I'm working with an updo, I want to put just a small amount of Bassu oil onto my hands. This allows me to work with the hair without causing any frizzing. Can I hand that to you? So the first section that I'm going to be working with is going to be just about 1 inch from the right side of the nape to the top of the left side ear. And we're going to go ahead and pin the rest of this away. And then I'm going to take these section, I'll hand that to you as well. And we're going to divide that into 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The technique I will be using is a 4-strand braid. So I'm going to take the right strand, I'm going to cross it over the left, and then under the second one. Never going past the left strand. The next strand on the left is going to be my next moving. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pass it underneath the second to its right, then over the next one, not going over that final strand. Then I'm going to continue this pattern in the same way. Right strand goes over and under, and then under and over. And again, continuing this pattern all the way down to the bottom of the section. So under, and then under and over. Over and under, over. Over, under, over. When this braid is completed, I'm going to secure it with an elastic. And then I'm going to give it just a quick spray with Theory Firm so that that remains nice and tight for me. My next section is going to be from the top of the right ear right to about the middle of my side section by the temple. So it's going to go all the way clear across. We'll make sure that next section is nice and clean, and we'll clip this front section away. And then I'm going to repeat the same technique, working with my Theory Firm, always going in the direction that I want that hair to go. And I'm going to repeat that with 4 sections, 3, 4, making sure there's no tangles. And then I'm going to take that right section, cross over the first section, and under the second, leaving that final strand away. Starting on my left, I'm going to be crossing under, then over, and then my right side goes over and under. So the pattern in mind is an under, over, over, under. So now I'm under, over, under, and just continue that down the strand. This braid is fabulous working on any kind of detail work that we might be working with. We can use this incorporated into a ponytail to make a beautiful chignon. And we'll secure this with an elastic. And then my final section before my part line. My last part section is going to be my left side part over to the top or the high point of the head, and then just behind her right ear. And then I'm going to clip this away. And this will be our final section. So as I just turn her, and then we're going to comb this nice and smooth before I begin to work with it. And we'll work with our Siri firm again, making sure that hair is nice and smooth before I start working. And we're going to split that hair again into 4 sections. And again, right over the left, under the next section, and then under and over. We'll smooth those out. Over, under, under and over. Again, over and under, over. So it creates this real nice woven look to it. Great for when we separate it, we can create a lot of really nice weaving looks. Then we'll secure that with an elastic. This is one of those great updos that looks really, really intricate and really difficult, yet it's really simple. So now I have my 3 strands left. So I'm going to just create a very simple braid, only crossing over maybe once and then twice. And then just securing that again with an elastic. And then the fun part. We're just going to take this very simply and roll it right to the right. And then I'm going to start with my pinning. And I'm just going to very lightly secure these pins. I'm not going to worry too much yet about exact placement, because as soon as I get that in, I can start taking this and spreading that out. Now as I begin to shape the roll, I'm just going to lightly take the pieces and loosen them where I want them, and just start pinning them in right in the center, not to pin them down real tight. I can take 2 of the pieces together. This way the braid starts to blend. And again, I'm working kind of in one strand and then weaving it through so that the braid starts to flow together. And then I will just check to make sure it's where I want it. And then we're going to move into our final section. You can see the beautiful roll that we've created with these 3 4-strand braids, and how easily that was created and how simple and elegant it looks. So we're going to continue on, and we're going to move into our 4th section. I'm just going to spin Daniel around a little bit, and we're going to get on this side for you. I'm going to comb that hair nice and smooth in this final section. It's all right if I let that front hair drop, because we can always incorporate that in a final step. I'm going to work with my Theory Firm, just spraying real lightly, getting in there and getting that hair nice and smooth. And again, we're going to work in 4 sections. And I'm going to cross that first section over and then under. And I want to create this last 4-strand braid a little looser than the previous ones, because I'm going to take them and spread them out when we're all through. So right over left, and left over right, over under, over, and just continuing that braid down in a looser fashion. And then I'm going to secure that with an elastic. And then to finish, we're going to tuck the braid right inside the roll, real loosely. We'll just tuck that right in there and secure that with a pin. And I left the braid loose. And the reason is that we're going to start spreading that and creating our shape, our final shape. So as I just start to spin her, I'm going to take this braid and I'm going to separate it out so you can see that nice separation that we're getting. And I'm going to take just a pin and go right in the center just to secure it lightly. And again, continuing to spread the braid out and pin right in the center. And however I feel that that should lay. And I'm just going to check through the front to make sure those front strands are laying. And we'll secure them down with just a mist of the Theory Firm. And you can see how nicely shaped that is. And there we have it, the braided roll. You can see it, just a beautiful, very intricate looking design, but yet very simply created with just the 4-strand braids. And for the perfect finish, I'm going to mist Danielle's hair with just a small amount of the Bassu Shine Spray. With its penetrating oils, it's going to give the hair a ton of shine and a great detailing finish.